Hey Aquarius, how are you all doing? I'm just getting ready to do a love reading for you, Aquarius. So, this is going to be a general love reading for the sign of Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and other strong placements. If you don't know what your placements are, there is a link in the description box where you can work out those placements. And if this reading doesn't resonate, you might want to watch one of those other readings where your Venus is or your moon sign. Because depending on the time, different placements will resonate with you. Okay, Aquarius, let's get into this. So this is not going to resonate for every single Aquarius out there. The strongest messages will come through from Spirit. So take what resonates and leave what doesn't. This is a general love reading, so it doesn't have to be romantic love. It's just specific to love, and as I said, the strongest messages will come through. So, even though the intent is a love reading, whatever Spirit wants to bring through, I don't have control over that. I'm just a channel. So, let's see, Aquarius, what is going on for you in terms of love? What is going on in the love department for my Aquarius? Oh, the Queen of Cups just wanted to flip over. Card of Cancer. She has been showing up a lot lately. Well, we are in Cancer season, so that makes sense. Very nurturing energy. Okay, this one's to come out. Queen of Swords. Card of Libra. Wanting to communicate something. Clear the air. That's your fellow air sign. Queen of Swords does not take nonsense from anyone. In this case, though, she's ready to communicate with clarity, with honesty. I'll show you all the cards when I get all of them out, Aquarius. So for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Queen of Swords, Queen of Pentacles, card of Capricorn. Wow. And the Queen of Cups flipped over earlier. So there are two feminine energies here. Five of Swords, mental conflict. The World in reverse, Aquarius. What is going on? Resisting the end of a cycle. Five of Wands. Wow, there's a lot of conflict going on here. Five of Swords and Five of Wands energy. Wow, they're saying one more. Page of Swords in reverse, so not communicating. Aquarius, what is going on here? Why is the Queen of Swords here? The Fool. Why is the Queen of Pentacles here? The Two of Cups. Okay. Why is the Five of Swords here? The Ace of Cups. Oh my word. Why is the World here? The Queen of Wands. Oh my gosh, Aquarius. There are a lot of energies here. There are a lot of people here. The Ace of Wands and the Six of Cups. So Aquarius, you could be dealing with three different energies. You don't have to be. But fire, earth, and water, fire, earth, and air are here. It's interesting that the Queen of Cups flipped over while I was shuffling because she's the only queen that's not here. Maybe the Queen of Cups is in the subconscious. Maybe you're trying to make a decision regarding your emotions or regarding what makes you feel at home and comfortable within your emotions. But it's still in the subconscious because she hasn't come out fully. So not yet ready to delve into your emotions. At the bottom of the deck, the Six of Cups And the Six of Cups is here as well. Oh, this is the Four of Cups, sorry. Missed opportunities. Six of Cups is about a soulmate connection, something that feels familiar, it's nostalgia, it's missing. Now, Aquarius, there's so many different energies going on here. The Queen of Swords, she speaks her truth. And I think it's clarified by the Fool energy, and the Fool is the card of Aries. Aries taking a leap of faith. Something about the situation is, you're wanting to speak your truth about it. I feel like the Queen of Swords and the Queen of Pentacles are two different energies. You're wanting to speak your truth about something, Aquarius, and in a very logical way, that doesn't involve a lot of emotion. You're also trying to decide something, but you're ready to reach out and communicate. There seems to be a block in communication here, and it could be with this Queen of Pentacles, Capricorn energy. So even though they are queens, it's a feminine energy, so it can be male or female. Take it as it resonates. This could also be sisters or mothers involved in this love situation, or different energies. It almost feels like a village of energies going on here. But there's one person that you have your eye on, Aquarius, because they are your divine counterpart, or you see them as the divine counterpart, your divine match. The Two of Cups is the divine union, the masculine and the feminine. This could also be about integrating your own masculine and feminine, Aquarius, so that you are able to communicate clearly and with intent and in a balanced way. Queen of Swords is the card of Libra, so she brings about balance to a situation. But this is the energy that you are seeing as your Two of Cups energy. So it's an earthy energy. It's someone that is very grounded, very well established, financially abundant in the physical world. Look at all the flowers above her as well. Very sure of herself, very earthy energy, practical energy. Okay. Yeah, she's very, very sure of herself, very grounded in the physical world. This could be what you're wanting to attract in a partner as well, if you are single and you are not watching this for, a specific person of interest. Is you're wanting to attract more grounding into your life, Aquarius. And this is almost what you are manifesting with this Queen of Swords energy. I feel you're calling it out. Aquarians are an air sign, so you're very much in the mental faculties a lot of the time, and it's always about the greater good. And it feels like, with this Queen of Swords with her hand extended, that you could also be calling in a soulmate, someone that can help you ground, someone that you can share a home with, someone that you can share practical plans with. That's what it feels like, Aquarius. Those are for the Aquarians that I'm talking to that are not here for a specific person. Because there's a lot of mental conflict going on here, Aquarius. It's almost like, and these swords are all pointing down. So it tells me there is a lack of communication here, a lack of expressing yourself, a lot of thinking going on, Aquarius. And that moth, or dragonfly, what is it? It looks more like a moth. It's kind of like these 5 swords are pointing, creating this focal point for this, moth that's being attracted to the light behind those swords. So there's some kind of enlightenment that you're having here, Aquarius, about your love situation. And it's shedding light on what was previously unknown, what was previously hidden. Moths are creatures of the night, but they are drawn to flames, and sometimes that can be the end of them. But it's almost like you're transmuting the shadow aspects of yourself when it comes to love, transmuting it into the light. And you're doing this internally. You know, this is mental, this is thinking, the swords are pointing down. You're not really communicating this to anybody right now, Aquarius. It's kind of like going on in your mind. And your intention here is about offering a cup of love, or about receiving a cup of love, an overflowing cup of love. And this could be self-love as well. Again, I'm getting the image, because there are lotus flowers beneath that cup, I'm getting this image of emerging out of the darkness, because lotus flowers grow out of mud. And they are the most beautiful flowers. You know, I mean, look at that. And the pink also represents unconditional love. So this is about this. I really feel like this reading is turning out to be about your shadow work. It's like the aspects of yourself, Aquarius, that you've been working on, that have recently come to light. And you're taking that and transmuting it into light, transmuting it into lotus flowers, bringing out what was previously hidden, so that you can give yourself this unconditional love. And when we do that for ourselves, that is what we then attract towards us. So it feels like you're manifesting this, Aquarius, this overflowing abundance of love. And as I said that, they just, you know, drew me to this image of this waterfall in Fiji, you know, with the light behind it. I just feel this overflowing of emotion that's coming towards you, Aquarius. Now, there's some cycle that hasn't ended here. So you could be dealing with an ex as well, or a past energy. It doesn't have to be an ex. It's a fire sign, you know, or someone with strong fire placements, the Queen of Wands. A very seductive energy, very alluring energy, card of Aries predominantly, but also Sagittarius and Leo. But a very attractive energy, a very alluring energy. And that can sometimes be, you know, so magnetic that it's hard to release. But air and fire don't go so well together, is what I'm hearing, is what they're saying. There could have been a lot of passionate arguing in this relationship, if it is a past relationship. You know, a lot of, you know, fueling each other's fires, triggering each other. A lot of triggering is what I'm sensing here. And the cycle hasn't completely ended yet, Aquarius. The cycle with this person that I'm getting, you know, is from your past. It hasn't fully ended yet, so you're not ready to release the cycle. The World is a major arcana. Card 21, it is the last card of the major arcana, the last step in the Fool's journey. Okay, it's ending out a major cycle. And it's in the reverse. So it feels like there's a resistance to this ending, Aquarius. But then we also have the full energy here in the upright. So that is the beginning of the new cycle, you know. So it's not like you're not aware of it. It's just something about this past energy. I'm getting unfinished business. And, you know, with the unfinished business here, you know, why I'm saying that is because there's this Five of Wands energy. So a lot of passionate arguing or conflict or opinions, a lot of turmoil going on around you. Fire energy, you know, the dragons there also representing fire. But again, with dragons, you know, they transmute the dark. They transmute negative energy. So what I'm also feeling is that you going through this internal conflict, or this conflict or unfinished business with a past energy, or even within yourself, a past version of yourself. Again, the fire energy is being transmuted here. This is a lot of deep shadow work, Aquarius. And here we have a spiritual awakening, the Ace of Wands. So quite a bit of fire energy here. You know, fire is kind of dominating. this reading, although, besides the major arcanas, the minor arcanas are all fire. So there's a lot of passionate energy going on here, a lot of transmutation. Again, that butterfly, again, a symbol of metamorphosis, of transmutation. The caterpillar has to become a disgusting pile of mushy mush before it can emerge out of the cocoon into the butterfly. So again, it's that, the moth, the caterpillar, the mud. It's almost like this squishy, squashy, difficult energy, quicksand energy, shadow energy that is being transmuted into light. It's a spiritual awakening for you, Aquarius. It seems that you've been doing a lot of shadow work. So well done to you. And there on the distant horizon is the sunrise. And those beautiful blossoms in this wand as well represent the spiritual lessons that are emerging from this work that you've done. So you're not communicating at the moment, Aquarius. This could be, or could have been triggered by a missed opportunity. Something where you feel like you did not have the courage to accept. You see how this girl is looking at this boy, and he's kind of ignoring her. His arms are folded, blocking the cup that she's offering, and in this depressed state, kind of looking at the 3 cups that he's already got, not wanting to receive her offer. And this could be an offer of love to yourself as well, is what I'm feeling. It's like this inner child energy. That's why I mistook it for the 6 of Cups earlier, because it reminds me of the 6 of Cups, this childlike energy. And sitting under a willow tree there, so there's a lot of emotion going on. Willows grow next to rivers mainly, and that river is flowing. So there's a lot of emotions involved in the situation. It could be about a missed opportunity. But whatever it is about, Aquarius, you're not communicating. So Page of Swords, the Page is about communication. The Page of Swords is about gathering information, sometimes researching, gathering knowledge. Could be the card of spying as well. You've reversed this. So you turning your energy from focusing outward to focusing inward, so that you can transmute this the shadow aspects of yourself is what I'm getting very strongly, So let's see, Aquarius, any advice for you? The bottom of the deck, there was the 6 of Cups energy. So you are calling in a soulmate, Aquarius, and behind that, the 6 of Swords. So wanting to move away from turbulent waters to calmer waters, taking your swords with you, taking the lessons with you, not communicating, just taking this journey on your own. This is a rite of passage, Aquarius. You could be doing a lot of inner child work at the moment, shadow work, things coming up for you that are triggering a spiritual awakening. Exactly, the 5 of Cups energy. So transmuting this energy, realizing how much this energy is draining you, card of Scorpio, but also I feel like this is being transmuted. It's like you are delving into the abyss of your emotions, but you're not allowing the energy to drain you. Let me just clarify. Why is that a card of advice for Aquarius? Wow, okay. So again, the Queen of Pentacles shows up. So you could very well be dealing with a Capricorn energy, a feminine energy, wanting to ground your emotions. Aquarius is what I'm feeling strongly. Excuse me. Wanting to or needing to ground your emotions. These 2 cards coming out together. Maybe that's what the advice is from Spirit right now is, and exactly what I said, you're manifesting this type of energy that is practical, that can help ground you. You might be lacking Earth in your chart, Aquarius, which is why the Capricorn energy might be useful for you right now. So what they're saying is, to maybe write down a vision plan, if you feel called to, or do something, practical that's going to ground you in the 3D, in the earth plane. It can be gardening, it can be cooking, it can be doing something with your family, it can be eating a wholesome meal, exercising, something that grounds you back into your body so that you're not sucked in with your emotions. As Aquarians as well, we tend to suppress. I'm a moon in Aquarius, so I know we tend to suppress our emotions. And what happens with that, because that's an air sign, it's an air energy. What happens is that those emotions then get stored, and it becomes, stored in our bodies sometimes. And then they resurface later to be dealt with, which is what I feel is happening here. Past energies coming back up, Aquarius. Cycles that you have not yet closed out are coming back to be closed out, to be healed. And the unfinished business, it doesn't mean you have to finish it in person. You could finish that energetically with someone, whether it's cutting cords or, sending them love or writing someone a letter. Maybe that's what I saw when they showed me you writing something down, writing someone a letter and then burning it. Again, that energy of transmutation. Burning that letter and sending the message out into the universe, whether it's an apology or some kind of resolution communication that you want to get out there. You want to send it out, Aquarius, and release it. Cut it out so that you can release that cycle. And then the wheel is coming in for you. So the other card that came out is card of advice, card of Sagittarius. The wheel will turn, Aquarius. I'm feeling this is such a beautiful reading. It's such a positive reading. This wheel is going to shift. Fortune is going to come in for you. Cycles will end. When the wheel turns, that's fixed energy. You are a fixed sign, Aquarius, just like Taurus, Leo, and Scorpio. And they are all represented in this card as well, because they represent the four corners of the wheel. Wheels don't have corners, but you know what I mean. The north, south, east, west. Taurus, Leo, Aquarius, and Scorpio. And when the fixed signs move, it helps to shift, the whole collective sometimes. So when you shift this energy, it's almost like you'll pass that down generationally, Aquarius, and it will shift for you as well. The cycle is coming to an end. You will come out of this. The shadows are being transmuted. You've been doing a lot of work on yourself, and it is paying off. They're just saying one more for you, Aquarius. One more for my beautiful Aquarians to close out this reading. The Four of Pentacles. Why is the Four of Pentacles here? Okay, so holding on to the emotion, Aquarius, was causing you a lot of anxiety. So the advice is, and this is what you are doing, is you're releasing that. This feeling of scarcity, of, feeling like you may not deserve love, releasing the past, because it gets stored in the body, stored just like she's storing these pentacles in her handbag. Every experience that we ignore, every emotional experience that is, translated onto the earth plane for us, that is pushed down, gets stored as baggage. It's baggage. And that baggage eventually, evolves into anxiety, where it taps into our emotions. So releasing that, Aquarius, grounding yourself, and you will be just fine. I hope this reading resonated for you, Aquarius. Sending you so much love. If you'd like a personal reading, all my details are in the description box below. Sending you love and blessings.